Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige and I am a real estate agent in Northeast Florida. And today I'm going to take you along with me to prepare for a listing appointment. So everything from pulling comps, making my listing package, picking out my outfit, the whole shebang, you're going to come along with me. So this video is mainly going to be for other real estate agents out there. So this is personally how I prepare for a listing appointment and what's worked for me so far, but this does not mean this is the only way to prepare for one by any means. So in fact, if you do something different, please comment below what you do because I always want to be learning and growing and bouncing ideas off each other. So I'm going to grab some coffee and then we will get started. Alrighty, now we are ready to get started. Also, a side note, the Chobani Vanilla Sweet Cream Cold Brew with Pumpkin Spice Creamer, amazing. Highly recommend. Okay. All right, now we're ready to get started. So the first thing that I do is I research the crap out of the property. So I pull up the property appraiser site, pull up the address, and find out all the information that I can. So square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, all that good stuff, but then also how long have they lived there, pull all the permits, see if there's anything that they've done to the home while they've lived there. And then depending on how I got in contact with the seller, if I've had the chance to talk to them over the phone or via email, I always try and get as much information as far as what upgrades they've done to the home since they've lived there. So did they change the countertop? Did they paint the interior or the exterior? Did they screen in their patio? All those things matter and add value to their home. So I try to get that information up front so I can take that into account when I'm pulling comps and getting together my recommended list price. So the CMA report will spit out a recommended list price for me, but it doesn't take into account any of the upgrades that I know the seller has done to the house, or at least if there's a way to do it, I don't know how. So if anyone else knows out there knows how to do that, please let me know. But I take that list price and then I apply the upgrades that I know about the home. So from that, I will generate my list price range that I would recommend the seller list at. So I never tell them one specific price, but I give them a range, makes them feel like they're more in control, which they are. They truly decide what price to list their house at. My job is to give my professional recommendation, but ultimately it's up to the seller. Okay, so next I'm going to pull one of my listing packages, and I always try and have a few printed out. So I'll show you a little bit of what I include in my package, and sometimes I don't even have to go through it on my appointment, but it's something that I always want to have with me just in case. So the first page, I have a little bio of myself and then my team members and brokers because I am on a team. This page is our team stats, so units of volume, projected sales, past sales, reviews, all that stuff to show our validity and credibility. Then I have a market update for the area that I am going to list the home in. I have a sheet on what I do before their house hits the market, a sheet on what I do when their house is on the market, and then a sheet on what I do when they're under contract and even after closing. So really try to show what my value is, what services they can expect from me. Then this last page is my value proposition. So I talk about my days on market, list to price ratio, my reviews, contact information. And then this sheet I have just in case, this is my commission package sheet. So if the seller is concerned about commission, I let them know, listen, this experience is completely up to you. I have several different packages. At the 6% level, you get XYZ, 5%, you get this, 4%, you get this. So I break it down for them and then I let them choose. So I kind of show them at what price, what value they're getting. And 9 times out of 10, people want to go with the 6% service, but some people go with less and that's perfectly fine. I just want to make sure they know what they can expect from me at each package level. Alrighty, the next thing that I do is I go ahead and start filling out the exclusive right of sale agreement, any HOA or CDD disclosures, and then seller's property disclosures as well. So I just fill out the basic information like the address, legal description, things like that, that I can help save them some time. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling that out. All right, I have all of the papers printed out, so I'm going to put together my folder and we should be good to go. Okay, so I have the folder put together. I really want to get branded folders, but just haven't gotten around to it. But I'm going to show you how I put them in the order. I usually put them in the order that I think I will need all of the information in here. So first I have the listing package in case I need to go into my marketing strategy, my numbers, things like that. Then I have the CMA report, and I'm going to cover up the address, but the CMA report with the comps, in case they haven't seen them, I typically email that to the seller before I even come to the listing appointment at the house, so that way they get a chance to review it and just see for themselves what the comps are saying. Then I have the property information from the property appraiser in case I need any numbers like on how big their lot is, things like that. Then I have the exclusive right of sale agreement. So that is the actual contract for me to list their home. Then disclosures, if there's an HOA or CDD, the seller's property disclosure. And then I leave these at the end. Sometimes I don't need these, but I bring them. So this is my commission package list. So if they're concerned about commission, I can take them through this. Okay, now the fun part. Let's pick out my outfit. All right, here is the fit. Okay, so I got to the neighborhood pretty darn early so I could sit here and talk to you guys first, just about what goes on while I'm actually at the listing appointment. So first things first, I of course knock on the door, introduce myself, make a little bit of small talk, and then I usually ask them to show me around their house, and I always ask them to point out any upgrades that they've done to the house or that they know a previous owner has done. So point out what type of countertops there are, what floors there are, did they just paint the inside? All of those things I ask them to point out. If they know the age of any of the appliances or systems like the HVAC or roof, I ask them to point those out or to mention those. And then if there's any appliances or items of the home that they're going to have convey with the property, so if they want to leave the refrigerator for the next buyer or the curtains, things like that, I have them walk me through that whole thing. Then we'll normally sit down at the kitchen table or dining room table. I kind of let them lead me wherever they want to go sit and chat, and then we'll start talking about next steps. Okay, so when it's time to sit down and talk about next steps, it usually goes several different directions. I've never had one listing appointment be the same as another, but I generally start off just asking them basic questions like why they're selling their house, where they're going next, what's the most important thing to them throughout this transaction, what do they expect in their real estate agent, questions along those lines. That really helps me gauge where to go next, and I kind of just base off of their answers where to go. And then I really just try and keep the frame of mind that I'm there to help them and that I don't want to just sit down and just spit out my marketing spiel or my listing presentation. I try to focus on asking them questions, asking them what questions they have about the process or about working with me, and answer those. I don't want to just sit down and talk about my marketing strategy or my pricing strategy because maybe that's not what's important to them. So I really try and keep that frame of mind that I'm there to help them solve their problems, and that usually gets me through it because of course I'm nervous when I'm going to a listing appointment, but when I just sit down and think about that, it eases my mind a lot better, and I'm able to better establish that relationship and connection because that's truly what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to stop blabbermouthing because it's almost time for me to go in and I need to get my mindset right, and I will talk to you after. Wish me luck. New listing coming soon. That went so well. They were the sweetest sellers. I'm so excited to work with them and get their house sold, and honestly I'm just so grateful that they are going to trust me with the process of selling their home. Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was really helpful if you're another agent out there looking to prepare for your listing appointment, or if you're a seller and you want to see the effort that goes in before you ever meet your agent. So in any event, if you like this video or you want more videos like this, please comment below, like and subscribe, of course. And like I said, if you're another agent and you do something different, please let me know what you do, because I really do want to learn and grow. So I would appreciate your feedback. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video.